Hey everyone, welcome to the Product Sense Masterclass. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to the Product Sense Masterclass. I'm excited to do this with you. And in the next 45 minutes, we're going to be looking at the skill that makes top product managers stand out. Product sense, product sense. The skill that makes top product managers stand out. My name is Theodora Ishola, and I will be taking you on this journey today. Before we get right to it, I'd like to introduce Tiva Creative. Tiva Creative is a digital solutions company. We are delivering digital innovative solutions for forward-thinking businesses. And what we do is digital presence implementation. We do it at different phases from where you are, from ground zero to how far you want to go. Then we're also offering project and product management services. And it goes from running just a 2-week project, a 3-day project to 3 months project, 1-year project, and of course, products. We're currently working with specific stakeholders to build software products across the e-commerce platform, across food industry, across health tech, and even community-based and ed tech. Okay, so what we do mainly is to work with founders. We work with organizations who actually want to build solutions that are innovative, and of course consulting and training. And what brought you here today is our product management training, but we're giving you a small piece of what it actually is, which is the product Science Masterclass. So welcome. This is how you can connect with us. And please do well to, talk about us, okay? We are the next big thing that you hear of. Okay, so I'll talk about my PM journey quickly. I actually started product marketing at BroadDrive. BroadDrive is a web solutions company, hosting and domain and hosting reseller. Interestingly, they've actually rebranded to Liana. It's just sinking in now. And funny enough, we are working on a new project together. Exciting. So if you stay around our community, you're going to hear about it. Then I worked with Touchables. Touchables has also rebranded. Oh my God. It's an interesting space. Like I said, if you stay with me long enough, you're going to learn all about it. Then I actually started PM consulting through Tiva Creative. I highlighted that because I'm still on this journey, even though I have, worked with organization as an employee, as an intrapreneur, okay? I've found a way to just keep looking at what we can do with Tiva Creative. I've also managed health tech products at doctors, and I've been coaching and teaching, right? Product management since 2021. Since 2020, actually October 2021, with women texters. I coach with mentors. I've coached with our tech trail and Innova Lab and PM for Success. Actually, I have other ones, but these are really core products management. Then One Click Med, we're building a health tech product since 2023. And I just rounded up my stay at Simplify, recently. And I'm also managing products with Alu Soft Tech. Hey, enough of all of this. I just wanted you to see that it's a journey. It's not something that, you just start up, okay? Because if this is your first time, listening to what product management is, if you're just learning about product management, no pressure. No pressure. Look at my timeline. This is the 9th year in products. 90 in product. But before then, I've worked as a project assistant. So the experience that you have currently, I can teach you exactly how to leverage it. Except you're just coming out of school. Even if you're just coming out of school, I'm sure you gain some experience. I can actually teach you how to leverage that experience and work as a product manager. So take note of that. We're going to get right to what product management is, because I don't think I should just jump into um, product sense without what product management is. And while we're preparing for this masterclass, I had contact with some people who really wanted to understand what product management is. Yes, it sounds cool, like product sense, but really, what exactly is it all about? So before we get right to that, what is product management? In simple, product management is actually managing a product towards success. Okay, managing a product towards success. And we say that in product management, we want to ensure a product is successful from when it is discovered. Notice I highlighted 3 Ds there. Discovered, to when it is developed, and then when it is delivered. So what actually happens within all of that time to ensure that we have product success? That is what product management is. As you can already tell, it is not one, okay, just hit it there, or just do this, or just say this. No, it takes a process. It takes a team. It takes a team of people. So as a product manager, which you are here to learn, you will be advocating for the user. You will be understanding the technology that will be used, and you'll be providing insights to the business. So the whole process of product management requires a team. But you as a product manager, you drive what happens within the team, and you do it intelligently. When you sign up for a more intensive training, you're going to learn all of the skills. And for those who are already in this journey, I'm sure you understand that, okay, it takes specific skill that you need to learn and know. It takes you on really understanding how to work with the different people who make up the product team. So it takes a team of people. And when we talk about a team, I mean, it requires more than one person, right? 2 or more. We can have a lean team, an agile team. An agile team will, be between 3 to 7 people, but it takes a team. And what you should know, that when it has to do with, you working with people to do something, you know that it's not easy, right? If it's just you, you realize that I can just do it at my own pace. Okay, I mean, yeah, I know what to do. But when you have to work with other people, you require specific skill. So, as a product manager, you will need to gain the skill, the knowledge, the expertise, understand the tools and technologies that it requires to discover, to develop, and to deliver a product. So now that we've had that clear, okay, so the 3 Ds, we talk about discover. What should we build? What should we build? I think this should also start telling you that, oh, you need some sense. You need some sense to know how this is built, okay? What should we develop, and then what should we deliver? So that brings us to, what is product sense? Great. Product sense. I'm going to ask, and please drop it in the chat. Um, just to clarify again, I do not assume that everybody knows when we talk about products, because I've seen people say, oh, do you mean physical products? When you say product, what do you really mean? Okay. For the sake of what we do in product management, product is software application. Okay. Software application. Software application, you can interact with using a smart device. Okay. Your computer, you can interact with an application, a web application, but on your phone, you see all of those icons you see on your phone screen. Okay, they lead you to an application, which is a software application. So I'm going to ask you in the chat, please, what application comes to mind when you think about products? What application comes to mind? Okay. Why you are thinking, or maybe the one that you like, the one that you've always thought about. But if you are just getting started with product management, I do not assume that you really think about product in a certain way. So that's why we're here, and that's what you're going to learn. Okay. So the question is, what products, comes to mind? Okay. And while you're thinking about that product, have you ever thought about how that product works? Have you ever thought about how it was built? Okay. Please drop a product in the chat to help us engage better. Okay. Awesome. Spotify. The one that you use very well on your phone. The one you use very well on your phone. I like to use the calendar, the Google Calendar app. I like to use that as an example a lot because it saves me. Okay, the boats ride hailing app. Thank you, Dad. Thank you for sharing. It saves me a lot when it comes to managing my time. Okay, so when we talk about product sense, it's the ability to evaluate what went into putting this product together, to improve, and to create a product that truly solves problems. Yes, it's not a gift to have product sense. Don't just say, everybody should have product sense now. Oh, I should have product sense. No, it's a skill you can train. You have to train yourself. So as a product manager, you begin to think about products in a certain way. What went into building Spotify? What's the problem they were trying to solve? What exactly does this do for people? In thinking that way, you begin to build your product sense. Okay. So we have Spotify, we have both in the chats. I'm also looking to, social media app. Okay. Social media app. That's a category. I even like how you put that. I like how you put that because a lot of times when we're talking about products, okay, we're really not focused on a specific name, okay? It's usually the domain, right? So domain. Now, I will say this before we go on. Considering the number of product managers we're going to have in the coming years, that we already have and that we'll continue to have, you realize that domain expertise become required. Domain expertise. It means that you don't just know that, oh, this is how I should work as a product manager. You actually have a depth of knowledge on how product works in the environment which you are playing. So product sense is not a gift. It is not a gift. You cannot wish it. It's something you have to train yourself to have. Okay, thank you for all the comments. So product sense is your ability to spot real user problems. What is the problem? What exactly is the pain point? Is to spot real user problems. Even when People are not saying it. Even when you've not heard them say it, you're able to spot it just by, going on social media to listen to the interactions, just by going to look at what other companies are doing, okay, and how it's affecting people or improving their lives. You are able to spot real user problem. It's a skill. Product sense is your ability to design simple, effective solutions that people love. Simple, effective solutions that people love. Simple in such a way that it do not require an extensive level of training to get the solution that you are providing. Product sense is your ability to prioritize the right features to build for growth. Prioritize the right features. Trust me, any of this thing we're saying here, it's not as easy as it sounds. Okay. The first thing is really knowing this to say, oh, okay, I should be able to solve spot real user problem. But until you actually are thrown into that environment where you get to practice, you would find it a bit difficult to do, but it's not impossible. To design simple, effective solutions, if you are not afraid to start bogus, to start and then start figuring it out, you will not even get to that point where it becomes simple. If you're not willing to say that, okay, this should go later, and find the way to talk with the team members to ensure that we are doing what is right for the users, it's going to be difficult. And fourthly, product sense is your ability to know when to say no to ideas that do not add value. To ideas that don't add value. Lovely. People come up with beautiful ideas. Ideas come to us every day. But until that idea is put together, refined, okay, in a way that you actually solve a problem, then it is just an idea and it is not a solution. So building product sense allows you to solve real problems that people are facing. Not just be out there, but solve real problem and make it simple enough for them to interact with. And let it be that, oh, what we're putting out there is actually helping us grow, to build for growth, okay? But you have something right now that is actually effective enough. And of course, knowing to say no to ideas that do not bring value. So I like to say you can think of product sense as an intuition backed by user empathy. How can we actually understand what users are going through, their pain points, the data that is available, and pattern recognition? You're able to recognize a pattern to say, okay, this has happened for a while. Okay, this should follow. So a product manager, a great product manager, sees beyond what is being built and focuses on why it should be built. It's not just about, oh, let's build a product. Okay, I'm going to become a product manager now and I'll be building products. But why it should be built. Interestingly, if we look at the products that we've heard about today, remember, these are not the only products in that industry, in that space, and probably not the only products the company who we are hearing about today have built. It means that there are a lot of products that never make it. Like they never make it. They never make it. So I believe that even as a product manager, your ability to build tenacity enough through the journey while you're working towards building a great product. Now, with the right training, you also can become part of the a team who actually builds a product that stands out. So yes, it's okay to say that, oh, I mean, I've tried with some product and they've never seen the light of day, which is true. A product manager that's been in the space for at least 5 years must have had that experience. Okay. I like to be proven wrong. I like to be proven. I've worked on products that, okay, they are no longer in the space. I've also had to, work on features that are no longer in use today. Now, on the long run, the the team has gone ahead to, use that experience to build something even better. So that's if you truly look at it, really that's not a waste. There is no waste. But being able to see beyond what is being built and focus on why it should be built, is a skill that you gain while you're building product sense. All right. So should only product managers build product sense? Should only product managers build product sense? Definitely not. Definitely not. So who is, product sense? I mean, who are those that is a must have for? Aspiring product managers to stand out in job interviews and of course high paying roles. When you sit for interviews, what mostly the interviewer they are looking for is your thinking process. Your thinking process, okay? And of course, when you have good product sense, you're able to walk them through what you know in a way that they can tell that, oh, okay. Have you ever, I mean, you don't see someone's thoughts, but a lot of times when you hear people speak, you say, I like the way this person thinks. Okay, I see where you're going with this. I like the way this person thinks. So building product sense gives you, that ability to be able to walk anyone through a product, helping them to understand what has gone into a product. Okay, what the product is really doing, who the product is serving, and every other important things. Product sense is a must for startup founders to build product that people actually want. You need to have good product sense to build what people actually need and what they're going to use. Okay, because a lot of founders, I mean, they have a beautiful idea. It's an idea, and then they just go on and just start building. Okay, just because it's a nice idea does not really mean that people want it. And another thing, there's a timeline to which people's need will change. What people want will change, and people change quickly. Okay, we're dealing with real humans here. We're building for real people. People change. People needs it changes. Having that, sense to know exactly what people need and build it is a skill that startup founders need. Tech enthusiasts and innovators. Tech enthusiasts and innovators. To use a product, effectively, I think that you need to have good product sense, because you don't want to try one product and then I realize that, oh, it doesn't work before you move to another. So it's a skill that is needed. Marketers and business leaders, to make smarter product decisions, everyone needs product sense. I tell you the truth. Everyone needs product sense. Up to the people who use the products, they need product sense. But our focus is, of course, for us as product managers who want to actually build products that people love and people are going to use. So please keep your questions handy. We're going to treat all the questions. Now, the questions will most likely be off recording, okay, so that we can dive deep into it. All right. Okay, screen is paused. Sorry. All right. So please give me a thumbs up if you can still see my screen and hear me clearly. Thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up. Also, you can drop a comment in the chat. Thank you. Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for that clarification. Very helpful. Very helpful. All right. So if you want to launch, grow, or scale products successfully, you need product sense, no doubt. You need it. You need product sense. It's in the way you think about what you do. It's in the way you ensure that working with the team brings you and the users a lot of value. So let's talk about the earning potentials. The earning potentials. Product managers are in high demand across Africa's digital economy. I like to talk about 4 ways that I recommend to break into product management, to just thrive in product management. 4 ways. The first is transitioning from your current role. Leave the title, product manager. Just leave the title. Okay. If you are just someone that is not really big on title, you will enjoy this because you can actually take on a role and you're working as a product manager even without wearing that title. What's that doing for you? Of course, it's helping you earn money, it's helping you build your skill, it's helping you grow, okay, and working towards your goal. First, you can transition from your current role. It means that while you're growing the skill, even within your current organization, you are thinking as a product manager. You have product sense, product sense. And of course, at every opportunity, you are speaking up, you are ensuring that, the product that is being worked on, or the product the company is going to work on, you are positioned rightly. And who doesn't want value? Really, 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 really. If you're bringing value, I don't see any organization that would not want your value. So the second option that I like to talk about is join a startup. Join a startup. The startup environment is not pretty. I tell you, it is not pretty, but it's your surest way to learn product management. When I say it's your surest way, because the speed at which startup environment move is something that will keep you on your feet, helping you to really, 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 really gain the knowledge. And you can imagine you're able to grow in the shortest time possible. And being in a startup or joining a startup also gives you the opportunity to gain equity, okay? Build your skill, position yourself rightly. And of course, if you are not in a hurry, you would, of course, see the value. The third option is product management freelancing. Freelancing, because I've been in that space, I actually, in fact, all the 4 stages I'm going to mention are the things that I have done and I think I still do. Right? So the third, freelancing, product management, once you have the skill required, you can deliver your services as a product manager within small businesses, even with organization. And that can even grow into consulting. of course, once you're developing the skill. And the fourth is build your own products. Build your own products. Build your own products. It only takes you, right, thinking about it and doing what it takes and getting the right people to work with you. You can build your own products. So just imagine the earning potential that comes from exploring one, not to talk of exploring at least two or all four. So in Nigeria here, you can actually earn, okay, as a product manager. You can earn as a product manager. Now, trust me, this earning, it varies. It actually varies depending on the organization you choose to work with, depending on the organization you are working with. Okay. I usually will not focus on, all of the amounts. Just say, so if I just start, I'll just get this in 1 year. Sometimes your 1 year can be lesser depending on the organization. Sometimes your 1 year can extend. It's unique to individuals. What the goal here is to let you know that if you invest in yourself, you're not going to be losing. Let's even break it down to let's even break it down to monthly. For you to actually become a professional as a product manager, you need the right training. No two ways about it. Two options. It's either you go ahead to do self-taught, you train yourself. It means that you're going to go through a lot of resources. You're going to, try to really learn, take your time and all of that. Yeah, be okay to make mistakes. That's fine. It will still cost you resources. The other option is that you choose a training organization who they have a track record and we have quite a number here in Nigeria. Okay, like during my introduction, I shared the training organizations that I've worked with as training product managers. I've worked with them. Okay, it's for you to decide that, okay, I'm going to get the training required and this is how I'm going to do mine. All right. And when you do that, the money is not a waste. I think that's also something that I see people do. It's paining them to bring out the money because they do not believe that they will get the money back. Trust me, any money you put into developing yourself is going to come back to you. This is something that I've seen over and again. Even if you decide that, okay, I'm going to do my own business, it will give you the right knowledge to be able to structure your business well, to even charge, and you will get that money back. Okay, so always see investing in training, as a way to, develop yourself and, of course, get more value. So how do you build product sense? We're going to look at 4-step system to train your product sense. 4-step system to train your product sense. Step 1, study great African and global products. Study great African and global products. Trust, like I said, the products that you are seeing, the top products we're seeing, they are just the products that have gained market share. They are not the only product. It shows that there are other products. So for you to actually train yourself, it means you are looking at what makes this product stand out. What makes this product stand out? Step 2, talk to real people. Real people, user research is key. So someone mentioned Spotify. How many people do you know that really that use Spotify? You talk to them. You find them. Okay, typically when we launch user research, all right, we do it through a survey, we do it through, interview, we do it through focus group. All of this you learn, when you register for, say, our bootcamp, all right? But you talk to real users, and it's something you can start now. First of all, what is that product that I think is really cool? Let me pick this one. Okay, I'll pick boats. Who are the people that I know have used both? You have your WhatsApp, you can put it on your status to say, hey, I'd just like to, learn, your experience using both. Then you build an experiment, even if it's a side project, you build an experiment. This is really getting hands-on. This is really getting hands-on. And trust me, you don't need to have, in quotes, a product on the App Store for you to actually get there. There are no code tools that you can use to actually get a product out there. And there are, there are options when we're launching an MVP, right? When an MVP is a minimum viable product that you can use to launch your own side project. And for you to get to that point, it means you've gone through the process of product thinking. You've gone through the process of actually bringing an idea to a solution that people can interact with. Step 4, think in user journeys, not just features. What does that mean? Don't say that, okay, people will come and um you know um book a ride, or people would let's use Spotify. Okay, people will come and create a playlist. People, playlist, that's a feature. But think in user journey. What will make someone actually want a playlist? And then at what are the stages that the person will go through to ensure that they get there? So you're not just thinking of the playlist feature, you're thinking of the user journey that takes them there. Doing these 4 steps actually helps you to refine your product sense, to refine your thinking, to build it. And trust me, imagine doing this for, say, 1 product every month. Nobody will be able to stop you. You will become unstoppable when it comes to, building products. Okay? Let me see. Okay, I already see some questions. We're going to answer all of the questions. We're going to answer all of the questions. So I'm going to challenge you. I'm going to challenge you to try, building your product sense. And there is a challenge. There's an activity that we do to build our product sense. We call it the product tear down challenge. The product tear down challenge. You're going to pick any popular African tech products. Any popular. It could be anyone listed here. It could be the one that's, African tech products. Let's try that. Then what are you going to do? You are going to find out what problem is it solving. What problem is it solving? 2, who are the users? Who are the people that use it? 3, why is it successful? And then 4, how can it be improved? What problem is it solving? Don't just say, I think it helps people. No. You're already going to the solution. You want to talk about the problem. So people who want to, or people have a challenge, people find it difficult to do ABC. People have a challenge with wanting to, collect payment from their customers. That is a problem. Okay, people find it difficult. There are issues related to doing ABC. So what is the problem it is solving? Then who are these people? Who are the users? Who are the people? Not just anybody will wake up and create a Flutterwave account. Not just anyone will wake up and say, oh, okay, OP is the main thing now. Let me create an OP. No. So who are the users? Who are the people really that have this problem? Then why is it successful? Why is it successful? Why is it successful? Because if we truly are building for users, the people who have the problem, we need to be able to tell, what is the thing that is now different? What is now different? Okay, so that's really where you start to talk about the solution. People are now able to, okay, people now find it seamless to do ABC. And then how can it be improved? The thoughts that, this product is at its best is a good one. However, people's needs are always changing. Something is always happening. So if we can find out how we can continuously improve, it puts us in the market. Otherwise, someone else is going to wake up and start from where you stopped. That makes you obsolete. Now, when you do, write your analysis and you get feedback. You're not part of a community. You're not part of a community that you can drop this exercise. I'm looking forward to seeing how many people will actually do this exercise. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just needs to be done. And when you do it, you get feedback and you start building, your product sense like a muscle. Thank you so much. You can connect with us at Tiva Creative on all social media platforms, mostly Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. And of course, you can visit our website. So I'm going to take time to respond to some questions. I think I'll just respond to 2 questions and then we'll end the recording and we'll just interact. Thank you so much. Awesome. Okay. So please confirm this is the screen you're talking about. So as a social media manager, leveraging on product management, how can I make a product successful? That's a very good question. How can you make a product successful? So to begin with, you need to, be able to define this, be able to define the products, okay? The products. I like to say that these days, if you are specifically driving a product in the market, that's really product marketing, because your focus is really on that, ensuring we bring life to this product. We push it out there, we get sales for it. That's product marketing. That's product marketing. So how can you ensure the product is successful? It takes practice. So first of all, look at the product. Look at the product. You can even use this exercise to say, if it's an existing product, what problem is this product really solving? Sit down and itemize it. What is it solving? Okay, who are the people that needs it? Remember, you asked, how can I make the product? It means that I assume that this product is already there. Okay, now, why is it successful? What are the things that would happen when you take a training? You typically see we talk about product metrics. How do we measure success? How can we say that, oh, this product that we've spent time, energy, and resources building, we are actually getting the result from it? Then how can it be improved? How can it be improved? In every stage, you can talk to the people who are the users of the product, listen to you, the customers, and just ensure that the product is actually delivering value for them. I hope that answers your question. Okay, so another question says, what is the difference between project management and product management? Oh God, I like this question. And I answer it in almost all of my sessions. Yeah, they are not the same. They are not the same. So one of the simplest way I used to explain this is that project is time-based. Okay, a project has a timeline, right? Has a scope, has a timeline. All right, we already have a budget for it, and of course we know that, okay, this is what we want to do within this period of time. It had a start and end date. A project is usually internal. When I say internal, is that we're working, within what we're doing, or we're doing something to ensure that, what we now come out of it can help the people outside. Products, like we already said, the end product is an application, a software application, digital or software application. The true story of a product is that we do not want it to end. We want the customers to keep using it till the end of time. Okay? However, within every product, we have projects that we manage internally to ensure that that product makes sense, that product is delivering the value it needs to deliver. All right. As a product manager, you would be working to drive the team. Okay. As a project manager, you are mainly looking at the milestones, the timeline, ensuring that, okay, the tax monitoring, basically. Okay. Also, depending on the organization that you work on, you can you know, mix those two skills together. It becomes very useful. If you have project management skill and product management skill, it becomes very useful in any organization that you work in. All right. So you just need to know at what point do I, really do this project management activity. The way I try to explain it is, within a product, during that development phase, what we are really doing is a project. We're delivering a project because we don't want to keep that development going, right? We want the product to be in the hands of the customer forever, but we do not want to keep that development without a date. So we typically say, these are the things that we want to do. That's a scope within 3 months, within 6 weeks, within 2 weeks, within 1 week. This is a project. This is something that we want to deliver. And while we're delivering it, we're ultimately ensuring that the product is doing well, is continuously improved. So what does a day in the life of a product manager look like? I did the Nigerian version of that. It's on LinkedIn. I'm going to post the link in the community. Okay. It's just a typical day in the life of a PM. Okay. For a product that is already live, it's not a one-liner thing. I'll drop that. I just also think that depending on the team that you work with, a lot of things can go wrong. The training in product management can be straightforward, but you see, working as a product manager is never straightforward. But the skill that you gain during the training will help you face any corner, right? In Nigerian language that you meet. Okay, so I'll drop that link. So someone says, I've worked as a quality assurance professional within a manufacturing company for some time now, and I would like to know if my background will be a challenge, and can I leverage my current skill to align with products-led projects? Asking as a non-tech professional. Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, if we have a conversation, I believe that I will find things within your experience that work well as a product manager. But just to answer this straightforward, every skill that you have gained over years can be refined and used within, this domain. Okay. One of the things that you need to have in mind is, there is a way that we do things. All right. I should be open to learning. Okay. So in manufacturing, we really manufacturing, what you are producing is an end product, right? It's usually physical. It's an end product. In product management, in software, what your product producing is an end product, which is a software. Though we don't hold it in our hands physically, we have to access it through a device. So I can tell you that a lot of similarities that you will find from even knowing exactly what will make up, and I know we call it, the production boom in manufacturing. What will make up that, the consequence of that product and all of that. Once I would advise you to take the training, because it's not something that we can just say in a masterclass. You take the training that actually guides you through everything we will do as a product manager. Okay. And of course, you can refine your skill and become a product manager. As an insurance broker, how do I market my product to people not so literate with tech? As an insurance, I'm loving these questions, and I thought I would end this, but no, let's take them. And as an insurance broker, how do I market my product to people not so literate with tech? How do you market your product? First of all, I think that you need to um find out. Let's even, if we use this our list here, okay, find out the problem that your product is solving. What problem is it solving? And one of the things I believe you need to do is, with any product, you need to be able to speak the language of the users. Who are the users? Then speak their language. You speak their language. So if I'm addressing people who, are not tech, who are not interested in tech, I'll typically need to, break down the words that I say very well in a way that we understand. So knowing who the users are can help you. Now, when we are putting out this masterclass, we made it clear anyone who wants to become a product manager. Okay. And the way I started is I introduced product management here. It means that by now you should be able to see that, okay, I work with people. I should be able to tell what users want. There are some technologies that will be used. Okay, I work with people. Yeah. Okay. And I'm able to have business insights. So once you start to look at all of the things that are required, you can now tell if it's suited. So the people you will be talking to, you need to be able to speak their language. All right. Don't let's not focus on, in quotes, you know, um they're not, maybe they're not techy. You'll be shocked the kind of things that they will understand. But do the work, you know, help people see how you take them from their problem to their goal, right? So that's what a product serves to do. Your product should take people from their problem to their end goal, to their end goal. Okay. Then do you advise niching down on 2 or more industries to build your great product sense? Yes, I would advise that. I will advise that because there's only so much that you can handle. But depending on the experience you've had over the years, there is also what is available. Okay, what is available? I'll give this as a typical example. In the African space, fintech is a domain that you should not close your eye. And if you can, start, just understand what goes into this product. Okay. There's difference between the banking products, the core banking products. It's different between the payment platforms. There's also a difference between, the ones that work for insurance. Don't close your eyes to fintech in Africa, I tell you, because that's where the boom really is. Okay. Yes, other industries are coming up, but so understand your environment and act accordingly. Yes, so I would advise you niche down, but also pay attention to what is around you. What is around you? Okay, because you can say, I just like edtech. Oh, no, 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 I just like edtech. Oh, no, it means agri-tech. I just want to stay there, right? Just- or maybe, oh, I'm just fashion. I just want to stay there. But if you don't understand what goes into what is in the environment, you may just, it's fine. You would find a break. However, it may just take some time. Okay. Oh my God, I'm loving this question. So please, Adishawa, let's keep these questions handy. Okay, so the next one says, if product management entails software development, what will a growth product manager, for instance, be developing? Just need some clarity. Good. A growth product manager is not really building a product from scratch. For you to be a growth product manager, growth is more like the second stage in the product life cycle. It means that the product has been introduced to the market and it has reached product market fit. Now I'm using the product terms for you now. So we will provide a list of all of those terminologies for you to get familiar with in the community. Okay. Now, for you to be a growth product manager, it means that the product is not just being built. They have already built something. Okay. The growth phase is where we see people using the product and we want more people to use the product. So what do we do as a product manager? We get to ensure that what will make the people who are using it continue to use it, the more people who are going to come to use it, that's what is going to be added to the product or removed from the product. Okay, so that's what a growth product manager really gets to do. There should already be an existing product for you to work on. Okay, so what you're doing is more like iterating, improving on the product to ensure that you're solving the problem for the people, okay, ensuring that it is successful through continuous improvements. As a fashion designer, how do I draft tech and product management? How do I draft tech and product management with my skill to people who are not exposed to tech or money with local wears rather than ready to wear? Okay, this your question is plenty testimony. But I think I would help you refine it. Okay. Technology in the fashion industry has evolved over time. So read the wrong way is one of the products when I teach my students who are fashion inclined. So I'm going to give you a product to go and do a product tear down on. Rent the wrong way. That's the name of the product. Rent the wrong way. Okay. So you need to see what people are doing in that space. All right. Trust me, people, users, when they are connecting with your solution, they're not really thinking tech. Their focus is on the solution. Okay. So what you're looking to do is use technology to make your solution better so that you are serving millions of people. So you are serving more people. All right. So if all you do is just make your wares and leave it, it means that that solution you have created will not reach a lot of people. So that's something that tech can help you do. But people don't want to hear, say, I use tech in my business. I use tech. How is that solving their problem? So focus on the problem you are solving and on the solution that people are going to get. Okay. Yes, there's a way to build no-code products. This one is not something we can talk here. Okay. And this actually brings me to talking about our training. Trust me, 1 hour is not enough for you to learn product management. It is definitely not enough. And we have exceeded 1 hour. Ooh. Yes, it is not enough for you to learn product management. So the reason that we brought you here is for you to see that, oh, there's a lot of potentials and this is how it can be, you can start to gain this experience. Where we offer you a training that can take you from aspiring to PM. I've tried this. I have a solid team who are hands-on working on products. So you're going to be learning how to, manage a product. And you will also even be gaining the skills to work, to play in the 4 areas that I talked about. The 4 areas that I talked about. Okay. How are we designing this training? How are we designing this training? We're having okay, just a minute. This is the Canva app. Canva app allows you to do a lot. So look at what I'm going to do. I'm going to add this file. Okay, that's not the right one. That's not the right one. All right. So I'm going to invite you to register for our product management training. For this training, we have the, I'm trying to present, but okay, still uploading or something. Okay, so for this training, we have the basic. Actually, basic is 4 weeks. It's 4 weeks. We've updated that. Actually, it's a 2-week boot camp. Then you're going to do a 2-week group project. So in 4 weeks, you would have the hands-on training, 2-week boot camp, back to back, trying to product manager, and then you're going to do a group project. With this, there's no way you would do group projects and not gain product sense. Like you will have product sense the tip of your finger. Now, the advance will take you through 6-week intensive, and you'll be able to come up with an MVP. An MVP is called a minimum viable product or a portfolio project, which you can use to land international jobs, to, just launch your career as a product manager. If you go for both, you're going to, gain the training, and then we have internship and mentorship opportunities. This training, we've given you the best offer so far. We've given you the best offer, and this is something, once we get a certain number of students, we're going to increase the fee. Adeshawa, please drop the link in the chat. Drop the link in the chat. And I feel like, even doing something a little more for only those interested. Once we get, this is the best fee you can get. Go and Google, go and check everywhere. This is the best fee that you will get for the amount of training that we'll be offering you. Okay, so please, Adeshawa, drop the link in the chat. For the basic, it's 120,000 naira. For the advanced, it's 150. Yes, it's an advanced, I think it's 150. Then if you're going to take both, we're giving you at a discount. Oh God. Adeshawa, please, I think I'm even seeing how this price is not adding up. And hopefully we get people quickly take advantage of it before I go and do the calculation again. Before we do the calculation again, don't sleep on this. Do not sleep on this. Okay, do not sleep on this. You are not going to be all by yourself. Being part of the community means that you have the support. Dell, do you want to say something? Okay, you'll be part of those who... Is Adeshawa still here? The link, it needs to be in the chat. You'll be part of those who... You'll be part of those who not just drive, finding their way all by themselves. You'll be part of a great community that will help you actually drive your career. So please, 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 please take advantage of it. And of course, interact in the community, ask questions. We've just had an amazing time asking questions. And I hope that, people would, everyone here would take advantage of it. And okay, I think let me just get the link and share. I don't know, maybe she's having network problems. All right, so thank you. I'm going to share the link now. Okay. Yes, so all right, so the link is in the chat now. Yeah, as I said, let me tell you why. Okay, so thank you so much. This recording is not going to be free. I tell you that. It's not going to be free because we've answered a lot of questions. Also, broken down how you can gain product sense. But of course, if you pay for the training, you have access to it for free, and all of our other resources and templates. And of course, time with, us, even looking at the products we are building. We're building some amazing products. Then you can even become, you can be added to a session where you just see what we're doing and talk to some of our developers, ask questions. All right, so I'm going to end the recording, but we'll still stay on for a few minutes. Thank you so much.